Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video we have some battles showcasing a purified Giratina in the Open Great League. So if you guys don't have a purified Giratina, basically you have to make a new account and try to get Giratina before you hit level 15, which is quite challenging, and then trade it to your main account. Now I know some people will say, oh, this is against TOS. All I can say is grow up, okay? Grow up. This is just a game. Looking at the moveset here, we have Shadow Claw Return. I still wouldn't run Purified even if I have the option to. I know that Purified provide a nuke move for Giratina, but to be honest, like Ancient Power is just good enough, and I wouldn't I would appreciate to have Ancient Power as much as possible. Like I like Ancient Power in Giratina. Scizor is Shadow and running the typical moveset, so when we have Purified Giratina, it's not as frail as the Shadow one, and so it's think of it as like a bulkier version. Now, how bulky is Giratina? Giratina is around Dugong's bulky. So if you think Dugong is bulky, Giratina is slightly less bulky. But what make it good is like the typing. So like Dragon and Ghost is one of the superior types, dual types in the entire game. So these battles were submitted to the channel by Cipolla. So thanks so much for sending these battles, and I'm interested to see because I don't have this Pokemon and I'm not planning to get it anytime soon. I don't think I will unless someone is nice enough to trade me one, then I would appreciate that. So let's go and see these battles. Okay, let me just speed up the battle. And first battle, we're picking up a difficult Pokemon for our team. Our team is kind of ABA weak to Blastoise, but you know, there's always a chance to flip this. I wouldn't stay in. I would just go honestly to Giratina because, you know, like it's supposed to bait out some stuff here. But again, it's not a comfortable Pokemon. So are we gonna double shield? I think we are. I see so many charge moves in Dutch, and I love how Hydro just became 20. How this is supposed to be Hydro Cannon. Shoots his child. That's just Hydro for okay. Now no wonder like people complain about the Dutch language. So yeah, that's why I wouldn't play that. I wouldn't stay in that game specifically because we just simply don't win. We're just gonna go straight for the Dragon Claw. Now they bring in an A slash. A slash is another core breaker, and this is where like having an Ancient Power would matter. So I know that people's like it takes people too much effort, too much time to get this Pokemon, and that's why they just keep the return, you know. But I would still run Ancient Power. Like, yeah, maybe just get... If you're getting one, get two. This is just a hard-counted city. And if you guys hate having Giratina, you can just enjoy this game because Giratina had no play against the entire team. Okay, let's move to the next game. We're playing Sibby Boy. And Sibby Boy is leading a... What was that? They swapped into Lavados, and then this Lavados is getting hard countered by Carbink. There is nothing that Lavados can do. It's like literally just gonna get farmed all the way down. They're bringing a poison Pokemon into a rock. Yeah, poison Aqua Tail is super effective, but like look at the damage. Carbink is such a chad, and I'm glad to showcase Carbink battle because Carbink is gonna be stronger next season because Rock Slide is getting a buff. So that's why you see Rock Throw, Moon Blast, and I don't know what the second move is because I can't read the Dutch. They swap into Talon, we swap into Giratina, and the ideal way, let them throw and then do two, then throw. So because we don't have the Shadow, we don't have to shield the Brave Bird. Oh my god, that was horrible timing. If you are Giratina into Talon, you throw 2 or 7. Not 0, not 3, please. 2 or 7. 4 is fine. So we're gonna end up getting farmed down because we threw him on bad timing, and now we're gonna die with a move. Watch. Never mind, the opponent swapped and sniped. So what's the play now? We just farmed him down and then throw the Night Slash immediately. So let's see. Is this dude? This matchup became losable because of the bad timing we had 3 times, and that was such a nice way of Scizor to finish the game. Okay, next one we have Sheerox into Giratina. Sheerox has a positive matchup here if they have a Dragon Breath, and Sheerox actually cooks Giratina when they have a Dragon Breath. If they have Shadow Claw, no, Giratina cooks the Sheerox. It's kind of like a good matchup now for us, like way good of a matchup. Like we can farm even all the way down. Yeah, that's how good this matchup is. They bring in a Stalker. Oh my god. Dude, Shirox is about to sweep the entire team, man. Look at that. Shirox going for another move that has 70 characters. Oh my god. Dude, Shirox just swept. We're going for a nice BM on return. Let's see. By the way, this Moonblast KOs the Shadow, so that's a reason why the non-Shadow is good. This matchup specifically here, you die to the Moonblast, but we don't die to the Moonblast with the non-Shadow. Returning, coming here, taking out the Dedenne, and I'm sure the Ancient Power would have done the same work. But hey, landing return is cool. Okay, let's see next game. That was a nice 4-1 or 4-0. Let's see, the Rich Max. Shirox into Golurk. Wait, Shirox into Galantes. Okay. Shirox has a positive matchup if we throw in good timing. Sadly, we didn't throw in good timing. So now Golante is actually going to be able to win this matchup because they will just mud slap all the way down. And we grab 2 shields, so that's kind of cool. Opponent brings in a Tentanel. Tentanel has a negative matchup here because it's a dragon, but says a grass, you know. Oh my god, throwing bad timing again. This return does some quite good damage, but it's not going to KO because Firathon is just so tanky. And they are throwing the Tentanel. Okay, Tentanel has a positive matchup if we throw in bad timing. And this should be fine. We easily tank this. And now Giratina is about to sweep whatever is left on the back. They have a Cramor. Cramor is one of the worst Pokemons in the entire game. I swear I just hate this Pokemon. Because, like, it just doesn't do damage, man. Look at that. Cramor, like, was supposed to have a positive matchup here, but it just doesn't. Because it just doesn't have cool. Like, look at this. A Fairy, Rokra is bullying Cramor. And then now Golurk comes in. Golurk has a move, but this move is not going to KO. But we're just going to shield it and farm them down. And Cramor is just going to leave this game because Cramor has no business winning this game. Okay. Oh my god, that was such a nice 5-0. Okay, let's move to the next one. We have Shirox into Flunchlick. Shirox has doesn't win against Flunchlix because it's simply that they just resist our Thunder Shocks. And I think your best bet is to no shield and play the 0. And you can always bait because they always respect. I mean, remember, it's a Flunchlix. Flunchlix just shield, you know, because the Flunchlix and currently in the Go Battle League, like the best way to play it is just to win lead and then try to have a better alignment because Flunchlix does win so many matchups. Opponent bringing in an Azu. We're gonna return this Azu back to the other trainer. How much this will do? I bet it will do like 40%. Watch. Okay, that was more than 40%. Actually did around 50. So now we have a Carbink into Azumarill. I mean, this matchup is actually not bad for Carbink if they don't have Hydro. They do have an Ice Beam, so all we need to do is just overfarm slightly, throw the Rock move, and then kind of overfarm again and farm them down, and then just throw the Moonblast, because they are forced to throw it. We don't die to a Mud Bomb, so I like that we switch immediately, and now they have a Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is kind of difficult for this team. Because we're supposed to bait it out, but we didn't. So now we are kind of stuck. This is where, like, I mean, would we have 2 moves if we had Ancient Power? Well, I don't know, but like, I would say that boosting is a way to have a play in this game. That's all I can tell you. Let's move to the next game. This is a positive matchup for Shirox. The Dedenne swap in, and usually if the Dedenne swap in, just do 5 and then go to Carbink. That's like your best play, to be honest. We're just gonna go straight for the Trailblaze, boost our damage, shield, and then farm down. So now if we can farm in 5, that would be ideal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was good. And now whatever comes in has to respect the charge move. So that's why you always bait here. So we're throwing the first Night. Well, they brought something that only take neutral from Night Slash. Oh my god, that was so much damage from Shirox. Yeah, Shirox is about to sweep. So what do we do now? Well, we kind of have to go to Giratina. When they switch to Dark, we have to switch to Carbink. So we have the Dragon against the Electric, and then we would have the Fairy against the Dark. So yeah, we're supposed to catch, and we did go for the catch. But isn't this a Psychic? No, that was an Aura Wheel, so that was such a nice catch. What's the play now? Well, we just farm down, to be honest. Like, what they do? I don't think we die to the Aura Wheel. Like, Carbink is such a beast. Yeah, Carbink is just gonna finish this game. And, dude, shiny Carbink actually looks so nice. Okay, let's move to the next game. We have Shirox into Lapras. This is actually a good matchup if you boost, but I would just go straight Night Slash, to be honest. Build up the Night Slash, build up the Night Slash, the Night Slash. That's how I would play it myself. Opponent swapped into Greyfield. Greyfields is like Carbink is the worst nightmare for Greyfield, because like there is nothing they can do, and we can just farm them all the way down. Like, look at go make a cup of tea while tapping the screen and come back. And Greyfield, I actually wouldn't even throw this, because Greyfield is just getting cooked here. Like, farm them down and make them top left the game. They bring in I'm gonna say this wrong. They bring in Dusknoir Lobs with the Dusk with one eye. It's kind of like an annoying Pokemon to deal with, because it's just so tanky and so spammy as well, but we should be fine. It's Carbink at the end of the day, remember that. And the good thing is that they threw their energy, so now our Shirox can have a part. We can also go to Giratina. We brought in Giratina, they swap, we brought in Shirox, and Shirox now is so boosted and gonna do so much damage. We threw in bad timing, but I don't think that matters, because we're gonna outpace. Either way, let's see. Okay, you're gonna CMP. Yeah, we CMP'd, and this Night Slash is gonna take out the Zwirl Clubs, Dust Clubs, aka. Go to the next one. To be honest, so far it's just been a Scizor show. Giratina hasn't been able to do anything more than what the Shadow Giratina would do. They swap into their own Giratina. So remember that they have a Shadow. Since we can do 4 and then go to Carbink. Yeah, that was such a nice play by our friend here. Yeah, that was such a good play, to be honest. What do? We can farm them all the way down, to be honest. Like, what can they do? Think of like the way you're supposed to play Go Battle League. Like, think what they can do and try to prevent it. Okay, can they farm you down? No. If they can, then you try to prevent it by throwing your energy or over farming to pressure them to throw their energy. Oh my god, Carbink is about to sweep. They brought in Epitaph. Epitaph has no business in this game. Like, Epitaph is literally gonna get destroyed by our friend here, the non-Shadow Giratina. The cool thing about the non-Shadow Giratina is that you can even no shield and still win the 0. That was such a nice game. And a well played. Okay, let's move to the next and last game. We have Shirox into Dusknoir. So this is a good matchup for Dusknoir, I think, in the 2. Especially if the Scizor throws on bad timing. But Scizor can also win the 0, so you can play the 0. Yeah, that's why you throw... Oh my god, we get DR'd. Oh no, that wasn't DR'd, that was actually 5. What do we do now? Well, let's hope that we don't get denied on entry. We did not get denied on entry, and I think we can farm them down. They are... Okay, they have 2 moves because we threw on bad timing. See, guys, why timing matters? We ended up shielding both. So they bring in a Backle. So I love how Dust Clubs... Dakspun, which is a Dutch name. In English is Dakspun, and in Dutch it's literally a totally different name. I thought it's like Dakspun in both. Like usually when you are in a defensive situation, you want to throw in on better timing. But I think it should be fine because Carbink can still clutch this, hopefully. No, we can't. I think the timing actually ended up mattering a lot. Because if we throw on good timing, we should have the Rock Slide here. And now we can't farm them down because we have Shadow Claw. But I still think that Shadow Claw is actually the move to run on Giratina. Better than Dragon Breath. But I know myself, I'm just like a big Dragon Breath fan. And that was a good game. So we went 4-1 and then 5-0, 3-2. So 8-2 in total with the Purified Giratina. So thanks so much everyone for watching. And thank you so much, Sipala2727, for doing this controversial thing so we can get to showcase these battles and see how interesting Giratina is. To be honest, like, I wasn't impressed that too much, but also, like, remember, like, we're using Scizor and Carbink, and two of these are like very strong Pokemons. But overall, I think it's a good Pokemon to have. But you know, there is like that thing about it. You know, like, are people gonna be mad about it or no? It's a personal thing. I myself don't care. As long as it's not spoofed, I don't care, actually. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. If you like this content, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.